Hi everyone, welcome to Cooking with Bae. I'm your host, Lindsay, also known as Animal Based Bae, and today I am making a healthy fried chicken and waffles recipe. So very excited about this because I love a good slow morning, brunch on the weekends, and making meals that are super fun, that you can get others involved or you can do it yourself and enjoy the process. Sure, it may not be a 5-minute, 10-minute quick meal to whip up. However, it is still super easy and doesn't take a lot of time. Though we are making it at home, which is why it makes it even healthier, because we're not using any seed oils or ultra processed foods or even just going out and buying fried chicken and waffles, which there's tons of ingredients and everything else, refined sugars and things like that that are not healthy for us, which can make it unhealthy. So we're gonna take that back. We're gonna have fun with this and also feel really confident that it's healthy. So another reason why this is healthy is because I'm making it at home, right? We're making it at home with single ingredients and putting them together in our own kitchen and sourcing it from quality places. At least for me, I'll put all the links down below as to where I source it. I mindfully source my ingredients to also make them, that much healthier for you. So let's go ahead and dive into the ingredients that you'll need for this recipe. Okay, so here's what I sourced. Is pasture-raised corn and soy-free chicken from my favorite chicken source, North Star Bison. They work with an Amish poultry farm over there, and it's just some of the best chicken I've ever had in my entire life. So absolutely, hands down, that is where I get my chicken. I know it's super quality. Then we move to the raw cheddar cheese that I get from Miller's Bio Farm. I love this farm for all of its dairy. I don't source dairy anywhere else. So this is a farm in PA. They also have really good chicken on there too as well. Speaking of Miller's Bio Farm, and their chicken is great. Also, they have the most amazing butter. That is what I'm using. I'm using actually unsalted butter. Here it is raw as well. Then their eggs, I also get their eggs from there too. This is corn and soy free, low in polyunsaturated fatty acids, which is really where I want to source, not only from a chicken perspective, but also pork, and then eggs as well too, lower in that polyunsaturated fatty acids. So that is what makes this meal healthier as well. Then I have been sourcing fried pork rinds from 4505. That's the best one that I can find. And this I can just find out of a typical grocery store, but they have pastured pork and it's rendered in pork fat too. So these are the best that I've found in those, just short of making my own pork rinds, which, stay tuned. In the future, I'll do that as well. Then this was a neat find. I have not used this yet, full disclosure, plantain, organic plantain flour. So this is what I will coat the chicken in a little bit to get it a little bit crispier and get that really good fried chicken vibe, right? That's what we want. And then I also have, so we have that, we have salt too to salt it. Then I also have, because what are you going to put on your waffles or your pancakes? None other than maple syrup. I recently went to Vermont and went to go visit this farm, and so therefore this is one of my treats that I pulled from them, and super delicious. And so of course we'll be drizzling that on the top. So let's dive in and get started. Okay, so you'll need 2 large eggs. I'm just going to crack and toss this in a bowl, and then you're gonna need 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. So I will sit here and do that. I like to use a little bit of a thicker shred, like whatever on the shredder instead of the super fine. It just, for me, the waffle comes together a little bit easier. So let's go ahead and shred that cup of cheese, and then we'll plop it in there, and then that's all you need for the waffles is just 2 ingredients. That's it. Okay, then you will take your 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese and plop it in the eggs, 2 eggs, right? And then just mix it. Go ahead and whip it up like so. Get all that yummy, cheesy, eggy. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue prepping my workspace so that everything is sort of set to go when I get cooking. I will now open up the plantain flour, and this I will put in one of the bowls because this is what I will dip the chicken in first to cover it a little bit with flour so that the egg and cheese stick to it. So there we go, got a little bit of flour in there so that I can put the chicken in there and coat it. Then in this one, I will actually put, eggs, more eggs. I'll put another 2 in here as well, because this is also what we will coat the chicken in. Okay. I'm gonna give this a nice little spin. Next up, I'll take the bag of pork rinds and actually just plop the whole bag in my food processor here. You can always just, take a bag and smash it or whatever, just getting it into sort of a fine crumble. But I just like the food processor because it crushes it up pretty nicely. Here we go. All right, so I will take my pork rind crumble and go ahead and pour it in a bowl so that that is easy to dip as well for the chicken. Check it out. Okay, now that I have these 3 things prepped, I will take my chicken, put it in the plantain flour, coat it really nicely. Yep, getting in all of the exposed raw chicken parts. Then I will put it in the egg and then dip it in the pork rinds. This is gonna get real nice and crispy. Very excited about this. I'm just sort of layer these fried chickens, get them ready to go. I'm gonna open up this chicken really nicely and just go ahead and pat it in the batter here, or in the flour rather. Batter, flour, I don't know. Okay. Coated. All right, so my chicken is breaded. I will go ahead and make that first. So this is my homemade tallow. So if you're looking for a homemade recipe for tallow, which is essentially rendered down beef fat from the kidneys. So or tallow is like just beef fat trimmings that's rendered down into a nice animal fat that's super amazing and nutrient dense, and I love it for frying things. So I will put this in a frying pan. All right, let's go ahead and start tossing some of the chicken on in there. Woohoo! Yes, fried chicken. I haven't had this, oh my goodness, in forever. I'm so excited for this. Okay. There we go, first 3 pieces. Let's go.
Hey everyone, I want to take a moment to give a special shout out to today's sponsor, Jasper. I've been using the Jasper air purifier for a while now, and I highly recommend it. Indoor cooking can release toxic compounds that linger and harm your lungs, skin, and hormones over time. That's why I always keep my Jasper air purifier close to filter the air during and after cooking. Even now, while frying up the chicken, my Jasper purifier is working hard to remove toxins and odors. If you're interested, check out the link below for my discount code to get a special deal.
So I've also put this on, kind of medium heat right here, and I'll probably turn that a little bit lower once the pan definitely gets hot enough. But I'll probably cook these about, depending on, again, how hot the stove is, I'll probably cook these for about, maybe about 5 minutes each side. So let's go ahead and time it. Here's the first 5 minutes. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes or so, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip these. I already flipped one. Look how beautiful golden brown those are. This is perfect. So it's 5 minutes one side, Probably a little bit less now this side. Okay, so that is the rule. 5 minutes on one side and 4 minutes on the other. Okay, go ahead and put this. Oh, beautiful fried chicken. Now for the next trick. Make some waffles, but first, butter. I'll let that melt in there and seep in there. All right, let's go ahead and pour some of our waffle mixture in here. Right, let's check on these waffles. Woohoo! Yes, they look gorgeous. Now you can use any waffle maker. I had this cast iron one and I chose this because I don't really like any other waffle makers out there that have plastic coatings or Teflon coatings, but there are some better ones I think out there. I don't love using this one, but I'm just doing it strictly so that it's not a toxic piece of cookware in the kitchen. So let's go ahead and pull this bad boy off. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Wow, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me in Cooking with Bae. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe and notification bell. Come back for more recipes like this. This is freaking amazing. And comment down below. Come back. Tell me if you tried it. And tag me in your photos, maybe on Instagram. Follow me on animalbasedbae.com. I'm just going to go enjoy this. So I hope you enjoy this with your family or even by yourself because, yeah, this is yum. So see you next time.